The goal of the interdisciplinary SUGI Nexus project creating interfaces is capacity building regarding knowledge co-creation and participation in urban food, water, energy nexus governance and research. We work with 3 urban living labs in Poland, Romania, and US, both with citizens and local stakeholders like city administration or from local economy. The complexity and abstract nature of the topic presents the main challenge. Strategies to address this are, for example, the co-creation of visualizations and the approach of the project to tackle the food-water energy nexus interlinkages from one starting point, interesting for the local stakeholders, and to connect to the other elements. In this video, we give you an impression of the process and the results of the Creating Interfaces project.
At the center of Nexus approach are the physical connections between food, water, and energy systems in cities, as well as interactions among the stakeholders who represent them. In our project, we explore these connections on multiple levels. We study geography and governance of each system and work with communities to identify a potential for implementing Nexus at the local level. And to make the Nexus concept more visible, we use text, images, and spatial data to develop story maps and other interactive visualization tools.
In SWOOPS, we focus on the topic of food in educational institutions, especially in kindergartens. To work on the tool, we invited the directors of 2 kindergartens, parents, and even children, who together with their parents evaluated the meals. The tool helped us to gather information of the meals served in kindergartens, their composition, allergens, origin of products. We also try to show what the environmental footprint on food in kindergarten is. For many products, we managed to show the water footprint and the CO2 footprint of transport. This data is a good start for discussion about more sustainable food in public catering.
We started as a focal point with Zagan Lake, a lake situated in the east part of the city and where water is used also by inhabitants and in agriculture for irrigation. We developed a tool based on the food mileage principle, and after interviews and using ULL approaches, we populated the map with local producers from Tulcea city and nearby localities. Here you can see a local producer, and when you click on it you find information regarding the main products, where you can find him on the map and where he has the sale point.
In Wilmington, we focused on the issue of food waste. Nearly 40% of the material sent to the local landfill is from food or other organic material. Both the local Solid Waste Authority and the Environmental Protection Agency are both interested in reducing food waste. We're looking at citizens' acceptability for alternative disposal methods like using in-sink grinders, composting, or anaerobic digestion technology.
Visualizations are present in most of the literature and research on food, energy, and water nexus. However, they are often quite abstract and complex, and therefore they are difficult to relate to, and people may be overwhelmed by them. This is why we asked ourselves, can a visualization process help connect people to the food, water, energy nexus to change behavior? The following diagram shows the process that we implemented with partners and stakeholders. It started with a series of workshops aimed to set the foundations. This is acquiring data literacy and setting a narrative. The next part consisted of an iterative development based on agile development process, in which we defined a series of weekly workshops aimed to define the needs, develop a solution, and test it. They were repeated until a series of minimal viable product was achieved. That final prototype was presented and assessed during an urban living lab, in which participants were asked to perform a series of tasks in a sequence that led to further discussion. As a result, participants acknowledge having discovered concrete ways in which their choices have a direct impact in food, energy, and water.